Bonjour, je m'appelle Dr. Tin et bienvenue à French 2311, chapitre 8, leçon 6. Aujourd'hui, nous allons étudier les prépositions devant les noms de lieux. Les prépositions devant les noms de lieux. Hello, my name is Dr. Tin and welcome to French 2311, Chapter 8, Lesson 6. Today, we are going to study prepositions before names of places. Before names of places. We are going to study prepositions before names of places, before locations. Ça va? Allez-y. OK. Page 218. Page 218. Les prépositions devant les noms de lieux. Les prépositions devant les noms de lieux. Place, you know, place already. And the prepositions are A avec l'accent grave, en, O, A avec l'accent grave, en, O avec X. And they mean in English to go to, at, and in. A, accent grave, en, O avec X. In English, all these prepositions will mean to, at, or in. Now, before we begin using the prepositions, we are going to look at the location, the places that will come after the prepositions, the places in front of which the prepositions will be placed. Okay, the prepositions will be devant, in front of these locations, of these places. So, here, now if you look at la France, l'Allemagne, la Floride, l'Europe, l'Amérique, la Louisiane, okay, the first letter, you realize you have is at the end of each of those locations. Okay, il y a E à la fin. There is E at the end of those locations. Okay, la France, l'Allemagne, la Floride, l'Europe, l'Amérique, la Louisiane, they are all feminine. They have la, the definite article la, in front of them. Okay, in front of them. Here, l'Europe, the continent, l'Europe, right? The la becomes L apostrophe because of two vowels meaning, right? And then we dropping the A in la. The same thing with the continent, l'Amérique. Okay, la has been contracted, right? Because of the fact that we have dropped the A in front of Amérique. So you have la France, l'Allemagne, the same thing here, we've dropped the the A that goes with la because of Allemagne, because of the A that begins Allemagne. Okay, France, German, Florida, the state in the United States, Florida, okay, has an E at the end when it changes into its French name. Okay, Europe, okay, has an E. America, right, has an E in French. And then Louisiana, the state in the United States, has an E. All right, states are treated like countries. So a country that has an E at the end is feminine. It will take the definite article la. Okay, the same thing with continents. The same thing with states and provinces. Ça va? So they all will have the definite article la in front of them. Okay? Now the exception is Mexico, which in French is le Mexique. It is not la, although Mexique has E at the end. All right, so it's the exception to remember. Le Mexique. The rest of them right here are féminin. Okay, now if you look at Le Canada, Le Québec, right? Le Canada, Le Québec, you see that they are countries that are masculine, in gender. Now, if you look at les États-Unis and les Pays-Bas, these are countries that are also masculine, but they are plural. So they will take the definite article, the plural definite article, les. So United States is les États-Unis, and the Netherlands is les Pays-Bas. Okay, now towns and cities and villages, right? They will not take any article in front of them. Ça va? Très bien. So Paris, Lyon, Montreal, cities, right? They won't take any definite articles in front of them. They don't take any articles. Ça va? Très bien. And then you come to those of the locations that will have a vowel in front of them, right? L'Alaska, right, is masculine, but it has voyelle, right? So you see that it has the lo, the E that goes with lo has been dropped, and then the apostrophe. L'Ontario, the same thing is masculine, so the le, the E that goes with le has been dropped because of the O that begins Ontario. Israel in French does not take any article, but it is masculine. Okay, très bien. Now, here we have Cuba, right? Cuba and then Hawaii. These are islands, right? They are also masculine, okay? So now we are going to see, we are going to know which of these prepositions will be placed in front of these locations. Countries, right, that are feminine, countries that are masculine, countries that are plural, and then towns, and then masculine countries that begin with vowels, okay, and then islands, right? Which of these prepositions will be placed in front of the different locations. Ça va? Très bien. So, A, en, O, O avec X. Okay, so the first example, okay, is A. Okay, to, in, or at. Suzanne habite à Lyon. See that Lyon is a town. So, you use a in front of a town without any combination there, right? So, Suzanne habite à Lyon. Suzanne lives in Lyon. Lyon is a city in France, okay? A city. So, Suzanne habite à Lyon. Okay? Second sentence. Elle est arrivée à Paris. Now, Paris is also a city in France. So, right? She arrived in Paris. So, no combinations, just in front of the city. Okay? Okay, when we come here, phrase numéro 2, second sentence. Sentence number 2. Okay. Ils sont allés à Cuba. Ils sont allés à Cuba. Cuba is a country, okay? But it's considered as a city, right? Because of the fact that it is an island. So islands will also take the preposition without any combination, just like you did with the cities. Okay. Ils sont allés à Cuba. They went to Cuba. Ils sont allés à Cuba. They have gone to Cuba. Ils sont allés à Cuba. They went to Cuba. Okay. Now, Hawaii is also a series of islands, right? So it is also treated as a city just like Cuba. Okay, so the things, the preposition that was used with the city Lyon and the city of Paris, the same preposition will be used with Hawaii, right? Okay. In French is Hawaii. Je suis à Hawaii. Je suis à Hawaii. So just like Cuba. Okay? Très bien. Now, we're moving to the next preposition. When do we use en? These locations. Okay? Sandrine est née en France. Sandrine is born in France. Okay? Now you realize en is used in front of the feminine article, right? The feminine article, la, will disappear, right? It's used in front of a feminine country. The countries that will have la, or L apostrophe in front of them, you will use en and not a, right? I will not combine with la here. You will use en in front of these feminine countries and continents and states, right? So, Sandrine est née en France. Elle travaille en Allemagne. She works in Germany. She's born in France. She works in Germany. En. Okay, the same thing with La Floride, right? You would do the same thing you did with France, Allemagne, because it's La Floride. States are considered as countries. So, La Floride, you want to say in Florida, you say en Floride. to Florida, you say en Floride. Très bien. So, je vais en Floride. Je vais en Floride. I'm going to Florida. Or, je suis en Floride. I am in Florida. Ça va? En. Devant les pays ou bien les États qui sont féminins. So, you use en in front of the countries, the continents, or the states that are féminine. Alright? Très bien. Alright? En again. See, here you use en in front of Israel. Although Israel is masculine, okay, because Israel begins with voyelle. In voyelle, you will use en, although it's masculine. Ça va? So, you use en in front of masculine countries beginning with une voyelle. Okay, you use en in front of countries that begin with a vowel. Okay. On est allé en Israël. Okay. Elle est allée en Alaska. Okay. L'Alaska masculine, the definite article, right, will go away because Alaska begins with a vowel. You use en. Elle est allée en Alaska. The same thing with the province. Ontario, l'Ontario. Okay, the province in Canada where Toronto is, right? You will use en. Alright, although l'Ontario est masculin. Although Ontario is masculine. But because it begins with O, you use en. So, elle a travaillé en Ontario. She has worked in Ontario. She worked in Ontario. Remember the passé composé? Très bien. Same thing here, the passé composé this time is the verb aller. So he uses the helping verb être. Très bien. Elle est allée en Alaska. Voyelle. Okay, now when do we use O? The O without the X is used in front of masculine, alright? Masculine countries or provinces, alright? When a country is masculine, that country will not have an E at the end in French, right? The spelling will not have an E. So you see that? Le Canada, there's no E here. Le Québec ends with a C. So le. Masculine countries or provinces. Provinces and states are considered, right, are treated like countries. Ça va? So, le Canada, le Québec. Masculin. If it is like that, you will use O. Now, the O here is just the combination of that preposition a plus the definite article le, right? So it's just a combination of a and le. And we don't do that in French, it becomes O. So So, au Canada, il y a 10 provinces. Au Canada, il y a 10 provinces. In Canada, right, there are 10 provinces. Okay, and then, je veux habiter au Québec. The province where French is spoken in Canada. The province, not the city, not Quebec as a city, right? Quebec as the province. So here too, it's just the combination of a and le. Then O. Je veux habiter à le, right? And then you know that is a no in French. So you use O. Je veux habiter au Québec. Now, when you are talking about Quebec City, then you use a, right? Just like à Paris, à Lyon, à Montréal, right? Here we are talking about the province, le Québec, and not the city, Quebec City. No. Okay. Now, O here with X is used when the country is plural. Les États-Unis, les Pays-Bas. O avec X is just a combination of a and les. Alright? And then we have a, O. Ils sont arrivés aux États-Unis. Ils sont arrivés aux États-Unis hier. They arrived in the United States yesterday. They arrived in the US yesterday. Okay, here. Elle est aux Pays-Bas. She is in the Netherlands. Okay, here is just a and then les combined. Right? Ça va? So, you know when to use a, right? It's used in front of a city or a town, right? Or an island. Okay? And then on is used in front of a feminine country. A feminine country. The countries with la or the continents with la in front of them, or L apostrophe ending, but whose spellings have is at the end. Très bien. On, right, is also used in front of masculine countries beginning with vowels. Très bien. And then we use O, the one without the X, right? The one without the X with masculine countries. Masculine countries. All right, those countries will not begin with a vowel like le Canada, très bien, or a province like le Québec. Ça va? Très bien. And then you use O, the one with the X in front of countries that are plural in gender, like les États-Unis or the Netherlands, les Pays-Bas. Ça va? Au revoir et à bientôt.